Well, it's wonderful that you've got the European premiere, that you guys have chosen to have the European premiere here in Zurich. How are you feeling about coming to this beautiful city, for starters?
I'm just very excited to be sharing this film again, Very, very excited.
And do you think, how excited are you about European audiences and their response?
Well, I think they really appreciate the sensitivity in the film. There's a lot of silences in the movie, a lot of subtext. The second half of the movie is about something the character can't talk about. So it's a very internal story. So I don't know, I think European audiences will understand that sensibility. So I think they'll get a lot out of it.
This is your first feature film?
It is, yeah.
Wow, so that's pretty impressive for a first feature. I mean, it doesn't happen every day that you get in Toronto and then Zurich and you're coming to London as well.
Well, I've been directing for about 19 years in commercials. But, the timing's right, the project's right. So yeah, it's lovely to be spreading my wings.
For sure. For the film, really, there's a wonderful social message as well. I think, anyone with a heart, when they see the kids in these movies, you've got to care about them. And I think it was wonderful what you were saying earlier about orphanages and, that people are becoming passionately committed to it because of your film.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was like, I didn't really realise we'd made such a political story. It kind of emerged out, and it really moved me. Like, I'm in the edit room and I was just so struck by it in a way that because when you're making a movie, you're so kind of consumed. But it's a real problem. It's a big problem. And what's wonderful about this story is this is a story about a child that's not abused. He's loved and he's lost. So I think audiences can relate. They can place their own child in his shoes. So I think in that way it's a very effective story in terms of people relating to very complicated issues.
Harvey was just saying a moment ago that if politicians can't show positive identity, then artists have to. Would you agree with that, and that the line is definitely part of that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, and Sue Briley, who persevered in her idea of adopting a child when she could have had her own, she kind of, for me, is the guiding light in all of this. So, I mean, she has inspired me, really.
Do true stories just often make for the best stories? I mean, this was such an unbelievable story, isn't it?
Well, true stories are great teachers. I just see it as a great teacher, and I go, wow, this is the most amazing story, and I just want to go deep into it and try and figure out how does this story have such destiny. And what I realised is it was all about the love that they had for each other. It was so extraordinary. So I don't know, it was curious, it was interesting.
Are you just sorry that your youngest cast member isn't here, really, to share the film?
Look, I love Sonny, and we're definitely, considering all these things, and just want to make sure that he's protected and it's very thought about. But we don't hero worship him. We just want to make sure that he's celebrated, he has a good experience. But yeah, he's a good dancer on the dance floor, by the way.
He'd be great.
Thank you very much. He's a lovely character.
Thank you very much.
No worries, thank you.
Thanks.